Gospel from Luke chapter 2. In those days, a decree went out from Emperor Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration and was taken while Quirinius was governor of Syria. All went to their own towns to be registered. Joseph also went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was descended from the house and family of David. He went to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged and who was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for her to deliver her child. And she gave birth to her firstborn son and wrapped him in bands of cloth and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. In that region there were shepherds living in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. Then an angel of the Lord stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for see, I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You will find a child wrapped in bands of cloth and lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace among those whom he favors." When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing that has taken place, which the Lord has made known to us." So they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in a manger. When they saw this, they made known what had been told them about this child. And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds told them. But Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, as it had been told them. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord. You may be seated. Oh, my feet! Things here will never be the same.
Hurry up, more wood. The fire is low and the guests are going to begin to complain.
If it's not the cold, they'll complain of the wine, or why their supper's not ready, or the beds are too hard, or the fruit is too soft. There's just too many people around. I say, Caesar be damned. The enrollment's to blame. There's just too many people. All they do is complain.
But the trade at the inn has never been this good, so hurry up, quick. Run out and fetch some more wood. Yet, feed the fire carefully, slowly, so the fire doesn't get too hot, too much wood. Our profits will soar if we keep our costs stable. Run, get the wine. Run and get the cake. Just think what we'll do with the money, the profits. A killing, praise Caesar. What a killing we'll make.
A killing? What sort of talk is this? A killing? You dare to make that a real wish?
Come now. It's only a matter of speaking. I'm referring to the result. Wealth for a life of ease. Wealth to do just what we please. Wealth so our name will be known. Wealth to buy your children a home. Wealth for pleasure, dear wife. Wealth to secure the good life. Heaven knows there's no law that I'm breaking. You know, killings, it's just a word.
Pleasure? My body is sore and bruised. Secure? My bones ache. Treasure, I cannot do anymore.
Run. Run. Our dream is here. It's right in front of us. We don't want to miss this.
So the inn is jammed, but the dream's empty. I've lost its point along the way.
Hurry, hurry. Success is just waiting for us to reach out and grab it.
There's too much to do, and not enough time. My life, it's suffocating.
Well, come on. Here's our chance. We've got to take it.
Yeah, get the wine for the 100th time.
Let's see. I've made a list, so I won't miss a thing. You've got to be sharp to make a killing. Now, 50 flasks of wine in each of the 12 casks, times 60 drinks each at 2 coins makes, I know she thinks about this. I know what you're thinking. What are we making? We're making a killing. It's just a matter of speaking. A killing, it's a phrase. Nothing literal, nothing actual or serious. I'm a good man. I've earned all I've got. I'm shrewd, work hard, just as I've learned from my parents. I'm not for splitting philosophical hairs. I keep my mind fastened on practical things. What's not useful is just a waste. Add things up. Make a killing. I've made out the list, so I won't miss what counts. I trace each transaction and watch the profits. Now, each square of cheese, 20 bushels of flour, 12 racks of lamb, 50 guests served in an hour, subtract just a bit of cheap band that I've hired, and food for their bellies so their voice doesn't get tired. I'm told spirits improve as songs entertain. I hope stomachs do too, as guests won't complain. It's only prudent to make sure everything's arranged, accounted for, added up, profitable, to make a killing. Why does it seem so quiet in here? What's this cold? Is there some danger? There's nothing I see. This surely is strange. The flesh on my neck is crawling. Fear? Maybe it's something I've forgotten. From the top, I'll check once again with my list. Why does my heart squeeze? Why does this trembling come on?
At the door, there's 2 that need a room.
Why this sudden feeling of gloom?
Husband, do we have room for 2, soon to be 3?
Riddles now. Wife, please speak plainly. Can't you see I'm terribly busy?
The man's eyes, they plead with a desperate need. Surely we can be hospitable to them. Judging by her size, I'd say she's ready to give birth. Surely we don't have to send them away. We can afford to let them stay here.
No room. Besides, they just make a fuss and a mess. No, we don't want that kind of trouble here.
Well, where are they going to go? She needs to rest.
Well, not here. It'd surely upset the other guests who are paying cash, just remember.
There's eerie sounds in the wind tonight. Can't you hear it? And I've never seen the stars shine so bright. It's like they're on fire and touching trees and stones. Listen, that wind breathes the wildest melody. Earth's awash in the strangest light. Those 2 at the door, what am I supposed to tell them?
Must I say it again? Send them away. You know that we're full, every corner and every table.
Isn't there room out in our stable? Have you ever seen heaven's light shine so strong? Or the wind so heavy with a curious song? Come on, what can I tell these two at the door?
All right, please. I can't take it anymore. So, now you're renting out an animal stall. Done. The deal. 2 denarii. They're all on their own. They got to promise not to bother us, too. For this is our chance to fulfill our dream and to do what we have been thinking and planning about. So let nothing upset our plan. To take care of ourselves, to finally get ahead. So no more talk of this wind in the night, and no more babble about the starlight. Let all your energies be focused on the task that lies right at hand. Don't waste your time on anything else. Don't be diverted by these idle intrusions. Devote yourself to the ways and means that will surely make us rich. Now, pour the wine, cut the cake. I've got my list. Everything is covered. I'm filled with glee. Can't you see? Think about this amazing killing we'll make. Be busy. Why does my heart squeeze tight? And why does this cold sweat persist? Go on, don't dawdle.
I'll show these two where they can stay. I'll charge them not to ease my mind. My life's in a throttling bind. I'm a broken heart near. But there is a song in the wind tonight, and the world is aglow. Something strange is happening here. Something curious. Just now, did you hear someone cry?
Hurry, hurry. Time is passing. It's precious time, and it's worth a lot of money.
I think I did hear someone cry.
Run. Move. We can make a killing. Why does this sweat fill my eyes?
Yes, why? Why?
I never went. When the last guest had gone to bed, I cleaned the place. After all, there's always something to do. Put things away, sweep and scrub, measure and check, count and plan. Your time's never your own, but I wonder if it's not yours, whose is it? That's a night question. Somewhere among the dirty dishes, I ask myself, if your time is not your own, then whose is it? Silence answered. Quiet overrode the babble. People slept. They dreamed. Of what? Of beasts and shadowy things? Of lovers, perhaps? Of some resolution? An easing of torment? Of peace? Dreams and labor, the two are linked somehow, as day and night are sides of time. But whose time? I labored, they dreamed. Yet somehow all were waiting for some healing resolution, for some joy that is more than momentary, waiting for love, for whosever time it is to be fulfilled.
You say that now, but last night I watched and waited for a long time for you, not in our bed, but there, where the wind sang miracle into being. When do dreams become the will to choose, and love a time to be? We sucked the wind and gulped and hummed along, despite the smell. Over the flanks of beasts caked with mud, we watched for a lifetime. And there were whispers, and I swear, strange carvings on the walls. An unlikely place. Still, where do these unlikely things happen? Yet you did not dare. I felt drawn by that light that seemed to follow me. I saw it through the night. I tracked the cats in the quietness and met strangers whose faces I knew not, only their hearts the same as mine, which leapt and knelt in a beat of time. beyond killing.
I never went. Spontaneity seemed risky. I had my list to take care of. What difference does one baby make, more or less? There are bills to pay. There's this rare chance of killing, remember. I often wonder what's required of me. What do I require? The two seem not to match, nor is there time for both. 300 steps across the yard from here to where they were. I watched a time or two. I hushed those men who yelled out back. They left their job tending flocks. I stayed at mine. 10 steps from the meat rack to the cupboard, 4 more to the door. I watched there for a time. 10 steps to the cellar, 6 that way for the bread, 9 the other way for the wine, 10 back to the kitchen, 10 more to the dining hall. Sweep the tables and set them. What's left to be done? How much time before dawn? However much it is, it's not your own. There are claims and demands, expectations, so much to be done, and whatever the time, it's never your own. Get mugs and plates for each place at the table. 300 steps from this hall to the stable. I never went.
Not 300 steps. Only one. The first. Time is choosing. It becomes a matter of priority. When there's not time for everything, there is only choice time. Not steps at all, but a movement of the heart. Time is keeping. It becomes a matter of identity. Who gives you time when life's rhythm depends on you keeping time? Not steps, so much as tracing of light. Time is a given, so lifetime becomes a question of dimensions. What forever fills, is time open to the now of love.
I never went. 300 steps or 1,000 from here to there, or only one. Just a heartbeat or a lifetime never taken. I never went. But upsetting dreams, sweat and prayer, yes. Mysteries, I watched, I heard. It came to me. A tongue that I didn't know. I heard what ears cannot truly hear. In the wind, a cry, a child. I saw the chain of light traced across the sky and fell in love. Full of love. Given life again somehow. Everything dated from that. Lifetime become mine, undeserving. One moment it was born, a promise made and kept in the time of life. I never went, but one came to me, empty me, and filled me. One came, not into the inn where there was no room, but into the shriveled heart of empty me. One came in the fullness of time, Christ born.